Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to TheZozsomes. Today, it is just me, the awesome J34, you know, the normal. And today we're going to be taking a look at some Pz.IVH gameplay. Now this video is kind of a filler video because I don't really have anything to, like, make a video on at the moment. I got the Pz.IVH and I am now currently going to start researching the Panther D's nuts. Nope, that's a dead meme. But I'm gonna start researching that. Well, actually, I already have. I need 30,000 more RP. I'll get there eventually. But yeah. Anyways, so welcome to just a standard conquest battle on Fields of Normandy, the worst map I have ever seen Gaijin make, other than Norway, surprisingly. Now, me being me, I spawned at the wrong spawn point from, you know, the one that's at the near the A point, and we're stuck on this side of the map. Now, at this point I would usually, you know, go over the well, stats of this vehicle. However, this vehicle is kind of hard to squish the stats into, especially with this gameplay for this vehicle. So, yeah, we're just gonna launch right into this, and then when I have a bit of a, you know, point later on that I can talk about, you know, the stats, I will. Anyways, we pushed up to around the towny area, and we spot a Sherman automatically. Fire one shot at him, lights his engine on fire, and I know he's gonna just take a shot at me first. Luckily, it bounces off. Now, I aim it again, and an unlucky shot hits the corner of the sloped front angle plate thing and bounces upward. Now, I'm watching my flank, and whoa, there's an M10 there. I know that he is facing my direction. However, luckily we take out his gunner, and now I'm trying to machine gun his, you know, commander, and another shot puts him out of his misery. Turning my vehicle the other way, I remember, oh, that Sherman's still there, and he's moved his tank to look the other way. He turns his turret towards this way, but it's too late. We take him out, resulting in our second kill of the match already. Now, friendlies are firing shells over in that direction. I don't know what the heck is over there, but I just fire a shell and hope it works. Now, looking over to my right, I see an M10 trying to cross the field. Shell lands too short. Not enough lead, and he disappears. Now, keep an eye, well, actually, don't keep an eye out, but remember that that M10 went that way. He's gonna be found again later on in the match. So, a Jagdpanzer 38T Hetzer spots a M10 in front of us. You can see his dead body over there to the left, and he completely murders him. So, me, I want to push up. I want to just get to more combat. And unfortunately, this kind of backfires for me, with me not seeing enemy, and the enemy firing a shot into my turret, taking out my turret ring, my gun breech, and all 3 crew members, leaving me on 2 crew members, also damaging my engine. Anyways, we're going to go for the repair here. It's going to be 30 seconds. I'm also going to take this opportunity to head over into the stats because, well, there's really nothing to talk about for this next few bits. So yeah, see ya. Alright guys, it is time to take a look at the Pz.IVH's stats. So this vehicle sits at rank 3, battle rating 4.3, and is armed with a 75mm KWK-40 L48 cannon that comes with 87 rounds of ammunition in the tank. It also comes with a coaxial 7.92mm MG34 machine gun that comes with 3,000 rounds of ammunition. Turret rotation speed on this wonderful vehicle is 10.1 degrees a second, with the vertical guidance being 10 degrees of gun depression and 20 degrees of gun elevation. Reload rate on my tank with a crew of 9 levels is 7.3 seconds. Let's move on to the armor, which the front, upper plate, and lower plate are 80mm thick, whilst the middle plate is 20mm thick. It also has tracks that account for 15mm of armor. Down here, along the sides of the tank, it is 30mm thick, and upon the top of this tank, it is 10mm. Moving on to the rear, we have approximately 20mm of rear armor. Now, let's move on to the turret, which the front turret cheeks are 50mm thick, gun mantlet is 50, This little thing protecting the gun breech is 20 millimeters. This is also 20 millimeters, and the gun itself is 20 millimeters. That's also 20 millimeters. Everything's 20 millimeters. Side of the turret is 30 millimeters thick, and the rear of the turret is also 30 millimeters thick. Top of the turret right here, and also under the turret ring sort of area, is 16 millimeters thick, whilst over here is 25 millimeters thick, and around the cupola itself, it is 95 millimeters thick. The actual thickest place on the tank is the cupola. Not a weak spot. Well, I guess it is a weak spot. Most of the things at this battle rating can pen this. Who keeps messaging me? You need to die. Anyways, let's move on to the Schutzen. So the Schutzen accounts for 5 millimeters of armor. So it's also spaced armor. It'll help against high explosive anti-tank shells most of the time, and fuse shells. It doesn't really work, I guess, if you have a let's say we have a T-34 firing fuse rounds at our side. It's not really gonna work. Anyways, that is about it for the armor. Let's take a look where things are placed in this tank. So you have your machine gunner, you know, driver. It's pretty standard layout. You have a whole bunch of ammunition lighting the side of the tanks. Pretty standard German. Ammunition behind the driver. More ammunition behind the machine gunner. You have also a radio station there. More ammo against the side of this tank. Then you have the engine, you know, stuff like that. Just to show you how many modifications I have, which this is recorded after the gameplay, so I had like maybe these 3. Actually, no, I had like these 2. So I didn't have that many during the gameplay. Anyways, let us go back to the gameplay. Alright guys, welcome back to 6 minutes into the gameplay. Now, remember that M10? Well, guess what? We just found him. He's been lit on fire by one of our AA vehicles. Actually, no, another tank destroyer, and we seize the opportunity. I'm assuming that he's going to get shot out here, but he doesn't, and I take the opportunity to finish him off, resulting in our 4th kill of the match. Luckily. This was one of the best matches I've had in this tank so far. It is a very hard tank to play. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to play, but it really is. The extra Schutzen armor really makes it just that much heavier and like not as maneuverable as a normal tank, and I just can't really do that. Now, I see some of the markers for spotting on top of that hill, and I'm looking for shots, but I don't see anything. Now we spot an M10 firing, and an unlucky shot hits him, doesn't, well, it actually hits a bit that doesn't have anything in it, and we donk a shot. Now, I'm expecting this guy to turn around and plant a shell into me. However, he does the exact opposite. He just keeps going. And I make a lucky shot and blow up his ammo rack, I think that was. And now an M16, I believe that's an M16 GMC, makes the bad move of trying to go against a Panzer IV from the front. 80 millimeters of armor versus 27 millimeters of pen. Who will win? Oh, I know. The Panzer IV. We ram him, and I shoot his turret, because why the heck not, resulting in my 5th kill of this match. Now, there are plenty of enemies around here. My teammates are firing left and right. There was an M10 behind that bush. You can see it just a little to the right there. I'll spot it there. There it is. You can kind of see it there. As soon as I move, you can see the steel behind that bush. I fire a shell, but it's already dead, unfortunately, so now there's just a smoking body there. Pushing up again, I decide, well, screw it. I'm going to take this opportunity to try and capture the A point. And try and get another shot at what's on top of the hill. There's a Chaffee there, however, it's bombed out, and it dies. Except it was already dead because it got killed by our Jagdpanzer 38T Hetze. Go Hetzes! Now, F6F completely obliterates himself there, and I'm looking in this direction for something that was just spotted, and there's an M10 pushing up that I can just see right there over that little ridge line. So I'm gonna sit here and wait. There's a 9T firing at him. However, I don't know what this guy was doing. He didn't see me, so I planted a shot into his turret, taking out literally everything. And he just keeps going. I mean, at this point I would have given up, but he just keeps going for it. Reverse back a bit because I had too much gun elevation on that little slope there. And we kill him, resulting in our 6th kill of this match. Unfortunately, this match, even though it was really close, we did manage to capture the point later on, was a loss because we had around 100 tickets, and if you know what 100 tickets is, one person to die will result in a loss. Now I'm trying to capture the A point here, and we get taken out by an M10 from across the map. It was that Chaffee who just died on the hill. Anyways, we're gonna pause this gameplay here, and let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so welcome back to a match on everyone's favorite map, Ass River. Yes, I did just say Ass River because it's such a trashy map. But not any normal old Ash River, you know, encounter battle or something like that. This is actually just a normal battle, so it makes it a little bit better. So we have a Panzer IV F2 bearing his winter camo, which I do that a lot as well. I'm not really going to judge him, but it's not the stealthiest thing you could do. Now, I want to push up and try and get that little middle hill segment area under control, because if you get that, you basically can control the whole middle section of this map. Sorry about the little bit of lag on these recordings. It's my fault. My computer doesn't want to record in 1080p, 50 FPS, or 60 FPS for tanks without getting lag. I think I'm going to switch back to recording 50 FPS, actually 60 FPS, and then, because it's a turd face, render it out in 50 FPS, even though it'll be recording in 40 FPS, but I'm recording in 60 FPS, if you know what I mean. Yeah, tanks are not very optimized. They take a lot more of your GPU and, you know, CPU to run. Now, I'm checking that sniper position at all times because if one thing you should know about this map, someone's going to be on the sniper position. And someone was, but they kind of screwed up, and now there's an M10 flipped sideways. We fire a shot at him after he, you know, gets done with his glorious attempt at rolling down the hill, and we miss. And he does flip back over and dies later on in the match, I believe. Now, I spot this M3 and I'm thinking, oh, is it friendly? Actually, no, is it an AI? Is it a normal thing? It was an AI. But regardless, that's kind of our first kill of the match. Not really, though, so I'm going to count that as an AI kill. Or an assist. I could count it as an assist. I don't really care. Now, nothing much really happens in this point of the match. I'm expecting someone to come up through that bridge area or up through this section, but nobody does. I was genuinely confused. I waited here for a few minutes, and nobody really came up. So I'm just gonna kind of reverse, see if I can get any shots on anything on that sniper position. And oh, look, there's a Sherman 105. What are you doing, Sherman 105? Why? Fire a shot. Lag spike. We light him on fire no matter what, though. He doesn't have an engine. And another good aim shot. Puts out his gunner. And come on, one more shot. We can do this. Boop. And resulting in our actual first kill of the match. We just murdered him, yeah. So I'm still expecting something to push up around this darn corner, but nothing does, ever. It's really confusing to me, because usually this hill point is a very, very hardly attacked position for this map. Now, this Panzer IV F2 rolls up behind us. I'm thinking, oh, well, there's nothing pushing up. Might as well take a shot on AI. Shame, the AI's already dead. We just fired a shell, for nothing. That's a shame. Anyways, we're searching the hill line now because I know a lot of things try to snipe off of that hill line area as well. Still watching that sniper port, but nothing's pushing up. We even have a Panzer 3M taking the lead, pushing down that giant bridge, and I decide it's time for me to push up. Now, that M10 is the one that rolled down the hill that just died right there. He decided to pull back, and, well, it didn't end well for him. So, yeah. Pushing up again. There's nothing to shoot at for a while, I guess. However, if you see on top of that hill, something just fired a shell. I was unaware that it fired a shell until I look again, and I'm greeted by a T-34 firing a shell as soon as I'm looking in that direction. Now, I don't want to try and fire through the trees because trees are a cancerous thing to fire through. However, we spot him, and unlucky shot hits the rock in front of him. I can't remember if he turns towards us. Yes, I believe he does. We try and fire a second shot, but it also misses, so lame. Now, there is a Booba Beans, I believe that is, firing at him, and he's rather scared for his life at this moment in time. And he's the only person on this side of the map as far as I know. our team had to fight a very long and hard fight around the sort of H, I, and J line area. And I'm still watching this T-34. I don't know what he's doing. Actually, no, I think he just died. Anyways, we're pushing up, and whoa, what's that? What's that? What's that? It's a KV-1. It could be an AI, but AI doesn't sit in that position, ever. And it doesn't fire that well, either. So we fire one straight into the front of his tank, killing every crew member, I believe, except his driver. He tries to reverse around the corner, but it's too late. Plant one into his lower plate. He's dead. That's like our second kill of the match, right? Something like that. Anyways, we push up around there, and you know, that's really the last bit of this match that's interesting. This was kind of just a match I had, just one of the normal matches. Nothing really happens. Now, if you see over there's some sort of flak truck moving down. However, I see the Sherman. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing, Sherman? So we fire one to his rear, resulting in our third kill of the match. However, that comes back to bite us. So I see this guy's truck, and I'm like, fire the machine gun! We do damage a few things, and I believe we do get an assist later on for this guy because we did enough damage to him. However, we don't actually manage to get the kill. Sad face. Don't you just love it when your machine gun rounds do nothing to gas trucks? It's just amazing. Anyways, I lose sight on that guy. Sorry, I can't really speak, jeez. Anyways, I lose sight on that guy, and I said, well, screw it, I'm gonna push their spawn point. Bad move by me. Bad move. So, I'm pushing around the corner here, nothing really happening, there's no enemies that I can see. I'm watching that corner, and whoa, 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 something just shot at us from behind. What's that, what's that? Is it never, that's not a friendly, that's a T-34. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. And I'm turning my turret back around, thinking, well, he's coming this way. I'll just, wait a minute, what? Where'd you come from? Magically, a Sherman 105 appears. Now, there's a T-34 on my flank, my rear, and there's the Sherman 105. I'll fire one into the port of this 105, and unfortunately, I don't have time to repair as the T-34 shoots one into my rear, taking me out. Just put a sad face into chat. I've just given up at this point. My cannon breech is dead. Almost everything in my tank is dead. I fire a shell, or at least attempt to, and that is the last that was heard from me. Actually, no, I didn't even get to fire that shell. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. It encourages me to keep making this stuff. And if you are new to the channel, you can subscribe if you enjoyed this video as well. If you want to see more of my content, there's always, you know, those cards in the upper right-hand corner that I have. And yeah, I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.